Or anybody's down at this 42 to 41. Zeke had made a great post. Make sure you get paid in here. We can go to any low today. This is that 15-minute chart. We'll put it back on at 10. Reminder, use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. E for eminywizard.com and marketwizards.com. This 39 and a quarters is actually a target for us right now. Don't know that we'll get there. Risk and reward is part of it. Got other subsequent targets lower, but we go step by step. We said if you took the long, make sure you were done by 62s. Showed up clearly as a resistance zone. And that's been a nice swing short. Anybody that took this, remember, hit and run is probably the best idea in a day like today because we're so far overdone. Well, S2 is right here, and obviously you want to respect Zeke's idea of potential target of 41 to 42. And this is a 15. We'll put it back to the 10. This is an umbrella trade, and it's a classic. So we're obviously testing for support. And I think at this level, I'm not suggesting that you buy. If you have profits you want the risk, trying to buy from oversold. You're going to catch one that works, but you'll probably be wrong 5 times before you're right once. And if you got yourself an 8 or a 10-point swing, be happy. And then there'll be one that'll catch for larger. But this, so far, we've got a rabid dog 2-day sell, and we try to stay aligned the best we can. If you want to change that back to like a 5, you can do that. You'll see the rotations a little bit more quickly. There's a 2. And you can even do it with a 1 or a 3 if you want. 3 seems to be reasonable right now as well. And you can see bounces have been met with selling. Now, at some point, something happens and that changes. But until it does, you look for the trend trades, you get a piece of it, you step out, then you look to get back into the waterfall if you can. And sometimes you'll step out and you'll miss a really nice swing. And then you say, okay, I'll hit the next one, and then he gets you. It's just the way it is. It's educated guessing, and the more you spin the wheel, the more risk you put on. So that's why first things first. If you're playing pre-market and you're playing and you're just riding that wave, saying, I think we can get down here and, test that 56 target that we had, then you're way ahead of the game because now you have some risk capital already that you can use that the market has given you, or actually that you have earned. Now we've come over 100 points from yesterday's high. So be aware, and that's one of the reasons why I'm suggesting that you can't just close your eyes and short. Because in a 2-day range, we've already got 100 points plus. And so some traders will be taking profits, and that will be causing some of these bounces. Thank you, Zeke. So basis this big swing, right, from that 03 up to the 18, we've come back, we've abandoned, remember yesterday, 10.5, we said that's the middle of this big swing, and we took out the bottom of the pipe, this 84 area, And we said 56.75 based on this range is next target. And then we're into this box, which we've got at 29.75, call it 30. That's the bottom of this support box. And so we're testing these lows right here. That's really what's going on. These traders that had themselves a great trade long side. Now we've come back full circle. I'm going to suggest some caution. I know it's very bearish, but I'm going to suggest caution thinking about just further plunge without small rotations, profit-taking type. And I still prefer to to hit the bounces. And the basis for this 46 target that we talked about, this 90 area resistance for now, right? Basis this box. And we're trying to bleed back into this next level. So this is the corrective move, and we are still inside this swing. This is, we'd said, could be a bear flag building. Still inside this low, that 03 low. That's all important, obviously. So now we are attempting to break into this box. So this is a 4-box move. 1, 2, 3, 4 already. 39.25 potential next target. And we've got another one lower also that I had suggested may get hit today. Don't know that we can get there, that 33 target. So 1, 2, 3, 4 box move. This is the 5th box. Stops down, 39.25. Thank you very much. That's our target. And below that, the good fortune. I'd said perhaps 33.5, 33.25 could get tagged today. So about 5 points away from that. So this is our resistance box right now. And this is currently our testing box, current fighting range. Pay for sure if you get this 39.25, 38. You're about 5 points away from a target that may come later, may not. That's our next support target, that 33. It's always hard when we get into these situations where we're always looking at, gee, are they going to come and get me? The trend trade, there's a 3-minute chart. The trend trade here worked pretty well. We can go to any day low today, but it looked to me like if we could get to the 38s to 33s, we've done well. We can get any low today in this type of a move. And then you can get a jackrabbit, which comes out of nowhere. But by and large, we were hoping to get to this 38 to 33s. Should be satisfied already if you've taken this trade, trying to hit that 62 bounce. Just the law of proportions. And there'll be some ebb and flow, and then you try to get back in the waterfall. And then if you short too low and they take your head off, okay, say, okay, you got me. Gave back 2 or 3 or 4 points. But in the meantime, I made my 10 or 12 or 15 or whatever you made. And that's why traders who have trailers can do much better than those that are always having to make that decision. Do I take it here? Do I take it here? And that comes with practice. You should not be using more than one contract if you're a beginner. And it should be on a simulator. It should not even be with real money right now. So if you're new in the room, I know it's frustrating for you, but you're trying to learn the system that'll help to feed you ultimately. Just an amazing 2-day swing. And you want it faster, you want to put a 1 or whatever, you can put a 1. I generally like something like a 2 or a 3 as my fast chart. And a 5 is fast for Globex. And our normal chart is actually the 15. This is as nice an umbrella trade as you're going to see. There's your 30. This was that low that was violated. Triggers the downside. The 30-minute chart, and you can just see the power in this chart. This is the picture of power. This is why you don't want to fade. If you can marry up a larger chart, like a 30, with your 2s and 3s, this gives you the confidence that the big boys are coming this way, and you can also see how far away we are, which tends to give you a little conservative nature. This is why we don't catch falling safes. A couple of points away from that 33 target. You guys thought I was nuts. I'm the conservative one in the bunch, but when I put that in the notes, you guys were saying, what, is he kidding? Use my intuition this morning. $34.5. And this is not about making a call and jumping up and down and screaming. It's about using some common sense and using, hopefully, little risk capital that you've got. So we've got lower targets, 33.5, kind of crossed my mind as possible. Said that back in the Slack room. Anybody that's got this 33s to 34s, 35s even, make sure you are paid. This is an educated guess, and this is what we mean in this business by educated guessing. When this thing goes into this umbrella trade, I'm doing my mental calculations. I've got spreadsheets that I use. I'm using this, but I'm using common sense too. Now, am I disappointed that we missed one tick? No. I am grateful, and that's part of this business, being grateful for seeing things that a lot of traders don't see. And it's because of all the work that we do with our spreadsheets and game plan and thinking ahead of time, do we want a trend trade or a contra? And if I've got valid targets outside, then I'm still looking to hit that bounce because I prefer to see if we can go get it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We've got a target at 28. So let's use 28 to 32 support for now to make sure you are paid.